All right, all right, settle down. You future titans of industry. It's your boy Jordan Belfort, back in the house, and I'm not here to talk about your dreams. I'm here to talk about your destiny. Today, we're not just gonna motivate you, we're gonna give you a blueprint for a brutal high-intensity reset that will forge a new identity over the next 90 days. Forget New Year's resolutions. Forget someday. Forget the soft promises you've whispered to yourself in the dark. The next 90 days are your war. This isn't some fluffy self-help crap. This is a 90-day protocol of extreme discipline, calculated risk, and relentless execution. This is where the talk stops and the true transformation begins. Most people drift through life, making excuses, blaming circumstances, and wondering why they're always stuck. They're comfortable being average, content with mediocrity. That's not you. Not anymore. If you're watching this, it's because something deep inside you is screaming for more. It's time to answer that call. It's time to kill your old self and build a titan in its place. If you follow this plan, if you commit to this protocol, you will emerge unrecognizable. You will become a weapon of efficiency and ambition. You will be tougher, sharper, and more focused than you've ever been. But if you falter, if you make excuses, if you give in to the weak voice of comfort, then you'll prove you were never meant for the top anyway. The clock is ticking. The choice is yours. Are you ready to step into the fire and become the person you were always meant to be? Let's begin. 1. The 90-day mindset, a war against your old self. Listen up. The first thing you need to understand is that these next 90 days are not a sprint. They're a war. A war against your old habits, your limiting beliefs, and the complacent version of yourself that has been holding you back. You cannot build a new life while clinging to your old one. You cannot become someone new and still hold space for the person you used to be. This isn't about incremental improvement. This is about a hard reset, a total demolition of the weak, hesitant individual you've been, and the brutal construction of a new, unstoppable identity. Your life bends to your assumptions. The way you expect things to go is the way they usually go, not because of fate, but because of focus. What if you assume right now that everything is working out for you, even when it's hard, even when it's silent, even when there's no proof? That's not wishful thinking. That's mental engineering. Burn the ships. Eliminate retreat. This is non-negotiable. You must remove all exits, all fallback plans, all quiet excuses that whisper, if this doesn't work, I can always go back. No, you can't. Not anymore. That man is gone. When there's no plan B, plan A gets done. This decision, so final, so violent, stuns your past self into silence. The power of the spoken word internal dialogue, your mind is programmable. It has always been. The only question is, who's writing the code? From this moment forward, you are flood your mind with truth, with strength, with belief systems that support the level you're building toward. Speak your identity, not as a wish, but as a fact. I am focused. I am disciplined. I act with purpose. I do not flinch. Repeat this daily until your subconscious accepts this certainty as law. Embrace the pressure. Pressure creates diamonds or it busts pipes. The challenges you face are not a problem. They are a test of your resolve. You signed up for this. This is your opportunity to become unbreakable. 2. Definiteness of purpose, your unwavering North Star. Without a definite purpose, you're a leaf in the wind, a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave, carried by every current, ending up nowhere worth going. You must fix your mind on a single burning aim, one goal, one mission, one purpose that wakes you up in the morning and refuses to let you sleep at night. This purpose isn't borrowed. It's born from your own hunger, your own vision, your own fire. When your purpose is clear, your energy becomes focused. Distractions lose their power. Noise fades into silence. Ruthless specificity. Don't say I want to be successful. That's a wish. A cloud. Define the number. Define the date. Define the outcome. Put it in writing. Carry it with you. Memorize it. Breathe it. Every decision must answer one question. Does this move me closer to my purpose? If not, kill it. The magnetic pull when you are deaf appear, opportunities arise, connections form. This isn't magic, it's because clarity creates force. Decide and commit. The world is full of dabblers, people who try everything and master nothing. But the focused individual, the one with a definite purpose, they become a force. Your progress will always be temporary. Your habits will collapse under pressure because the one thing that holds it all together is your why, your decision, your purpose. Self-discipline, the architect of your new identity. Self-discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you could be. It's the force that separates winners from watchers, builders from beggars, and leaders from followers. You can have ambition, talent, even opportunity, but without self-discipline, it all crumbles, wasted, unrealized. If you cannot command yourself, you will be commanded by everything else. Declare war on laziness. This is a direct confrontation. Self-discipline is a declaration of war on the lazy part of you that always wants to sleep longer, scroll further, eat more, and do less. The undisciplined mind seeks escape. The disciplined mind seeks execution. Embrace the pain of progress. Yes, it will hurt. It will hurt to say no to easy pleasures, to sacrifice sleep, to grind through fatigue. But pain is the toll for freedom. Suffering is the price for mastery. Weak people run from it. Strong people build empires with it. You don't become unbreakable by avoiding discomfort. You become unbreakable by facing it again and again until it becomes your ally. Discipline compounds. What starts as effort becomes habit. What starts as resistance becomes reflex. The first time you say no to that donut, it's a war. The 100th time, it's automatic. That's when you know you're free. Not because you always do what you want, but because you consistently do what you decided. 4. Immediate action, the hammer of execution. I'll do it later. That phrase has killed more dreams than failure ever could. Later becomes never. Someday becomes no day. And your life full of potential, full of strength, full of fire goes dim because you chose delay over movement. Very ready. You will never feel ready. Readiness is a lie, sold to the weak. You don't prepare and then act. You act, and through that action you become prepared. Courage is born in movement. Confidence is built in motion. Answers are discovered on the path, not before you take the first step. The 5-second rule, unleashed. You have 5 seconds to act on an impulse or it's gone. When a decision is made, move. The longer you wait, the weaker the decision becomes. Every second you hesitate, your mind begins negotiating, and delay is death to progress. Done is better than perfect. High achievers move fast, not recklessly, but decisively. They understand that done is better than perfect, that forward is better than flawless. They adjust along the way, but they don't stall. They don't freeze. They don't let the moment slip. Momentum is a weapon. 5, organized planning and accurate thinking, the architect of your rise. Success is not accidental. It's claimed by those who plan with precision and move with force. Organized planning is the master tool of every serious achiever. Without it, your dreams are just daydreams, empty, floating, weak. With it, they become structured, intentional, and real. The man who fails to plan is planning to fail. That's a law. Clarity is power. If your goals are vague, your outcomes will be scattered. If your steps are undefined, your motion will be wasted. And wasted motion is wasted time. And wasted time is wasted life. A man with no plan is at the mercy of circumstance. He reacts instead of leads. But the man with a plan, he owns his life. He doesn't leave his future in the hands of fate. Accurate thinking, strip away the lies. Faulty thinking is the cause of every failure. The inability to see things as they are, not as you wish them to be. Your mind is your greatest asset, but only if you discipline it. It will lie to you, trick you, sabotage you. To think accurately is to take control of the machine between your ears and force it to deal only with facts, only with logic, only with what can be tested, proven, verified. Guard the door of your mind. Your mind is a fortress. Information is everywhere. Most of it useless. Most of it noise. Most of it designed to manipulate. The thinker who wins is not the one who consumes the most, but the one who filters the best. You must learn to ignore 90% of what you hear, read, and see and focus only on what is useful, verifiable, and actionable. 6. Persistence and ruthless accountability, the unstoppable force. Most people quit before they even begin. They speak of goals but collapse at the first obstacle. They whisper dreams but never commit with action. They want the reward but not the grind. They want the crown but not the cross. This is why they never rise. Because success is not given. It is earned through unbreakable persistence and ruthless accountability. Persistence is not motivation. Persistence is the ability to keep moving when the inspiration dies. It is the discipline to continue long after the mood has left. Everyone wants to keep going when it's easy. But what about when nothing's happening? When the audience is gone? When the effort feels invisible and the pain feels constant? That is the battlefield. Train persistence like a muscle. You don't build it once and forget it. You work it every day, every rep, every push, every time you show up. When it's hard, when it's boring, when it's thankless, you add another layer of power to your character. Ruthless accountability. Without accountability, persistence becomes blind motion. It sharpens your focus. It holds you to the standard you set when you were clear, committed, and sober-minded. You must set standards that scare the average man and then meet them daily. Stop negotiating with weakness. Stop lowering the bar to match your feelings. If you said you'd do it, do it. No backup plans, no side exits, just execution. Failure is fuel. Stop seeing failure as defeat. It is not the end unless you make it so. Failure is feedback. It is information. It is the sharpening ground of those who do not quit. Every time you get knocked down and get back up, you are proving that your commitment is stronger than your emotion, that your purpose is louder than your pain, that your will is harder than the wall in front of you. And that is a terrifying power, because the man who cannot be broken cannot be stopped. 7. The power of silence. Building your empire unseen. In a world obsessed with noise, silence is a weapon. Most people talk to fill space, to gain validation, to prove something. But the most powerful individuals, they don't speak unnecessarily. They listen, they observe, they calculate. And when they finally speak, every word carries weight. Silence undermines control. Silence makes people uncomfortable. It forces them to second-guess themselves, to analyze your thoughts, to wonder what you're thinking. The one who speaks less holds more control. Words reveal, but silence conceals. When you master the art of silence, you shift power dynamics in your favor. Work in the shadows. The work done in silence more than anything else. It's the 5 a.m. wake-ups when no one knows you're grinding. It's the hard choices when no one's applauding. That's where transformation happens. When you're not being seen right now, don't mistake that for failure. It might be the greatest advantage you have. Dopamine from execution, not expression. Your brain's dopamine system isn't built to respond to external attention. It's built to respond to progress, and prematurely sharing your goals gives your brain a false sense of completion. You feel like you've done something, but nothing's been built yet. Your reward system should shift to get dopamine from execution, not expression. 8. The 90-day protocol. Your daily battle plan. This 90-day reset requires precision. Every single day you must adhere to a strict protocol. Morning domination, first hour. How you start your day determines how you live your life. Take back that first hour, make it yours. Before the emails, before the scrolling, before the chaos. Get up a little earlier. Not because it's trendy, but because it's transformational. Use that hour to build you. Read, plan, visualize, move your body, sit in silence. If you can win the first hour, you can win the day. And if you win enough days, you win your life. Guard the hour like treasure. Your dedicated hour is sacred. Protect it from notifications, favors, meaningless tasks. If it doesn't grow you, it doesn't get your hour, period. Focus work blocks. Leverage focus work sessions. Set a timer for 45, 90 minutes. Eliminate all distractions. No tabs, no phone. Just you and the most important task. This trains your focus muscle and allows you to accomplish 2, minus 3 times the result in half the time. Ruthless prioritization, lever-moving tasks. Don't major in minor things. Identify the few key actions that move the needle toward your goals, your lever-moving tasks. Give these your best energy. If it's not on your calendar, it's not going to happen. Schedule your priorities. Don't just prioritize your schedule. Accountability and tracking. Every action, no matter how small when recorded, creates a sense of progress. Write down one thing you did well each day. This builds inner trust. You don't need external validation. You need to prove to yourself that you are the kind of person who follows through. Rest and recovery, strategic, not lazy. Quality work does not exist without quality rest. Rest isn't Netflix and wine. It's regenerating mental energy through non-work related activities. Gym, walks, reading, journaling, socializing. Stop working when your scheduled time is up. Don't constantly focus on work or you'll lose creative problem-solving ability. 9. The unstoppable ascent. Your journey to unrecognizable. This 90-day period isn't just about changing your habits, it's about fundamentally changing who you are. Health is foundation. Your body is the engine of your life. Neglect it and everything slows down. Invest 1 hour a day in movement, stretching, fueling, and rest. Energy is the fuel for achievement. Building your fortune in the quiet hours. Profits are better than wages. Wages make you a living. Profits make you a fortune. That quiet hour before bed, right after dinner. That's your chance to build something that's yours. Start your side business. Learn a new skill. Write, plan, sell, build. Relationships, building your pack. Success without connection is empty. Invest 1 hour at a time in real conversation, truly listening, putting the phone down, and being present. Trust grows, love multiplies, and connection deepens. In the storms of life, money won't hold your hand, but relationships will. Stack your hours, stack your future. Most people underestimate what 1 hour a day can do. 1 hour a day is over 300 hours a year. More than 7 full-time work weeks. You don't do it in a rush. You do it by stacking the hours, one on top of another. Small disciplines don't stay small. They expand, multiply, and shape who you become. You've heard it all. The blueprint, the disciplines, the raw truth. So what's next? I'll tell you, start today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is a promise. Today is a decision. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right mood. Don't wait for the new year or Monday or some perfect moment that never shows up. Just start. Pick 1 hour. Claim it. Schedule it. Protect it. Like your future depends on it. Because it does. You don't have to be great. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to show up. Change doesn't happen when you know what to do. Change happens when you do what you know. You've got the map now. You've got the steps. You've got the power. So don't walk away from this video just feeling inspired. Walk away activated. Decide right now, today, what hour will you take back? What will you build? Who will you become? Because if you give 1 hour a day to growth, to purpose, to vision, to health, to people, to your future, 1 year from now, you'll be living a life you once only imagined. So start today, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. 1 hour, one decision, one new you. Let that be your story. Now go make it happen.